Okay guys, for today's video, gusto ko sanang mag-react dito sa isang content na ginawa ng isang TikToker about credit to cash. So, ang nangyari dito is parang nag-calculate siya ng credit to cash offer coming from a bank. So, nag-calculate siya, pinakita niya doon is how much yung principal, how much yung monthly amortization, and in the span of 5 years or 60 months, kinalculate niya yung total na babayaran mo para makautang ng 500 plus thousand. And in the end, sabi niya,
to get this amount, you almost need to pay double.
and ang sabi niya doon is, if I'm not mistaken,
Sino nagsabi na mababa credit to cash? Tigilan nyo.
okay, gusto kong i-clarify or i-try to digest yung information na to kasi baka nagkakaroon tayo ng misleading information about credit to cash. And saan ba natin to i-compare para sabihin na mas mababa to or mas mataas yan ng interest? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, so samahan niyo ako, sit back and let's discuss coming right up. Hi guys, this is Pat and you're in Pat Quintos Review TV. So if you're new to my channel, I do reviews about personal finance na meron akong experience or meron na akong knowledge na ginawa ko na yan ng videos and playlists na makita nyo dito sa taas. At kung bago kayo dito sa channel ko, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, so I will not showcase itong nakita kong calculation niya because I really don't want to parang name blame or something. But in essence, ito yung video niya. So the video started with an offer coming from a bank wherein it's around 577,000. Itong 577 na to, ito yung credit line na pwede mong i-convert to cash. Pwede mo tong kunin in 60-month installment. And based dun sa calculation niya, ginamit niya ay 60 months. So pinakita doon kung magkano ang amortization niya. And the amortization amount is around 15,386.67. So kung ifa-follow natin yung calculation niya, 15,386.67 times 60, lumalabas ng 923,200. Ang total payment niya sa loob ng 60 months or basically 5 years. 5 years to pay. So ima-minus natin dito yung principal amount which is the 577,000. So lalabas dito na around 346,200 ang naging interest nung kanyang principal amount na 577,000. And the content creator goes sa saying na
Para makuha mo yung ganyang amount is kailangan mong bayaran ng almost double.
yeah, which is tama naman yung kanyang interpretation na almost double. And ang hindi ko lang sinang-ayunan sa kanya is when the content creator said na
Sino nagsabi na mababa ang credit to cash? Tigilan nyo ako.
okay, una, saan ba natin to kino-compare? Saan ba niya kino-compare para sabihin na mataas or mababa yung interest? If we are going to compare this at a legal interest rate which is 6% per annum, pero ang tanong, sino ba ang nagbibigay ng 6% per annum ngayon? Even banks, hindi na talaga nag-offer ng 6% per annum. Ito na lang itong mga housing loan. The housing loan from banks ranges yan na 5 to 9% or even 10% per annum. So, balik tayo dito sa calculation niya para makita natin kung ilan ang percentage niyan per annum. So, 346,200, i-divide natin yan sa 577,000, lumalabas na around 60% ang interest rate niya sa loob ng 5 years. So, syempre, 5 years to di kunin natin yung per year kasi para makuha natin na yung apples to apples comparison like the legal interest rate is 6% per annum. Kung per annum yung kukunin natin, i-divide natin to by 5 years, lumalabas na 12% per annum ang interest rate na nakuha niya dito sa kanyang credit card. Itong 12% na to, i-compare natin yan sa mga loan service. Hindi kasi natin pwedeng gamitin yung amount Porket ang laki ng interest, sasabihin na natin na ang taas ng interest. Well, una, kinonsider mo ba na mataas ang principal mo? Pangalawa, kinonsider mo ba yung time which is 60 months or 5 years, di ba? So hindi naging apples to apples kung kinumpare mo man yan sa mga ibang loan service. Given na nakita na natin atong interest rate niya na 12% per annum versus sa legal interest rate na 6% per annum. Pero again, sino ba ang nagpapahiram na 6% per annum? Pwede natin sabihin si Pag-ibig 6% per annum ba? Check natin Sa Pag-ibig interest rate, yung housing loan rates ay 5.75% per year for 1 year repricing. Then, magbabago pa yon after 1 year. So, ito, dito ba natin siya kino-compare sa Pag-ibig Housing Loan? Tingnan natin yung SSS. So, ito, the interest rate for salary loans will be lower to 8% per annum. And then, calamity loan is 7% per annum. So, dito ba niya kino-compare? If dyan niya kino-compare, i-multiply mo yung 8% times 5, that's 40% for 5 years. And kung itatranslate mo rin yung 40% na yan in terms of peso dun sa loan niya, magkano rin yun? Aabot din ng 230,800 yung 40%. Ano ba yung naging criteria niya para sabihin niyang malaki? Oo, talaga naman malaki in terms of amount. Pero kasi, malaki din ang naging principal mo. E di kung ayaw mo ng malaking amount ng interest, babaan mo ang principal mo, and then shorten the payment term. So, instead of 5 years, gawin mo 1 year. Kasi kadalasan naman yung mga salary loan, mga cash loan, ay good for 1 year to 2 years. Diba? Hindi naman talaga umaabot ng 5 years. And, saan ka pa makakita ng loan na 5 years to pay? Silipin natin yung mga personal loan coming from the banks. For example na lang, itong East-West personal loan. So, sa East-West na personal loan, meron din naman na up to 60 months. And then, ang effective interest rate niya ay 40.65% din. Meaning, halos katumbas siya ng salary loan ng SSS na 8%. Saan ba niya kasi kino-compare? Ito naman, 40.65% sa loob ng isang taon, 5 years to pay to. So, i-multiply mo yan by 5. So, around 200%. Kahit sabihin mong 10,000 lang ang hiniram mo, ano ba yung 200% ng 10,000? So, that's additional 20,000 sa 10,000 na hiniram mo for the span of 5 years. Sasabihin mo ba na,
Okay lang yan? Mababa lang yan? Kasi 20,000 lang yan kasi binayaran mo naman ng mas mahaba.
di ba? Nasa new standard in comparing. Yun lang naman yung point ko. Magbigay din tayo ng example. Kasi, totoo naman, and I agree na malaki yung amount. But, in terms of interest rate, tama ba yung naging interest rate? Meaning, kahit lumiit yung amount, iisang interest rate lang ba ang pinagbabasihan? So, mag-sample tayo dito using a credit to cash na offer naman sa akin ng isang credit card ko, which is East-West. Nag-try ako ng 10,000 para makita natin yung total na babayaran natin. Okay. So, 10,000 pesos, tapos in 12 months, ang babayaran lang natin ay 10,719.96. Meaning, 719.96 ang naging interest niya. So, ang naging monthly add-on rate lang niya ay 0.60%. I-multiply mo sa 12, lalabas na 7.2% lang ang interest. So, kung yung 577,000 ay kinuha mo ng 1 year, for sure, mas mababa ang total interest payment mo and ang interest rate. Yun lang naman yung point ko. Sa totoo lang, mababa po talaga ang interest rate na binibigay ng credit to cash. Ang credit to cash ay naglalaro yan ng 0.4 to 0.6 to 0.7% yung monthly add-on interest rate niya, which would translate to around 7 to maximum of 14%. Yun yung huling nakita kong pinakamataas na may offer. So again, going back, kung i-compare mo tong credit to cash facility interest rate, make sure na same amount and same terms of payment. Ibig sabihin kung gaano kahaba. Tsaka ka gumawa ng comparison, i-compare mo gamit ang S-loan, gamit ang C-Bank credit, or whatever loan service na meron ka. Para makita mo na apples sa apples, or ibig sabihin pantay lahat ng parameters, yung amount and yung tenure na babayaran. And then dun mo makikita talaga kung sino ang may mataas na interest rate. And ako guys, sasabihin ko sa inyo, kung meron kayong credit to cash, this is highly recommended to use versus sa inyong mga G-loan, S-loan, Maya personal loan. Even Maya personal loan, maabot siya ng up to 4 to 5% per month. So yun lang naman yung take ko in terms of credit to cash interest rate. Para sa akin guys, credit to cash facilities are one of the lowest interest rate if you compare it with the likes of other lending service na legit like G-Loan, Atomic Cash, Bilis, etc. Okay, so sana may natutunan kayo dito sa video na to ngayon and how you can calculate the interest and make comparison between one loan service and another. Again, ang pinaka-importante dyan, if you compare is dapat parehas kayo ng principal, parehas kayo ng loan term, and then when you calculate, do the calculation na ginawa natin, and then you will arrive at that interest rate. Kung wala namang offer na parehas, you can multiply it by 12 para maging 1 year, or you can divide it by year para makuha mo yung per annum. So, basically, ganun siya. So, for our question of the day, when you are getting a loan from different loan service, and then you try to compare, ano yung usually tinitingnan nyo? Yung totality ng buong babayaran nyo, or tinitingnan nyo yung the interest rate, the principal amount, and the loan term? Ayan. Sulat nyo po sa comment section sa baba, at may chance kayo manalo ng 1,000 pesos sa ating weekly GCash giveaway, and also sa ating cellphone giveaway giveaway for the month of June. So, sali na po kayo. Yun lang naman po for today's video, but before we end this video, mag-shoutout po muna tayo at shoutout kay at King Lopez or si King Lopez. Sabi niya, Dear Sir Pat, mas prefer recorded na lang ang follow-up payment calls, just like some telco companies. More power and God bless. Shoutout po here in Quezon City. Always watching together with wife on your very nice vlog on financial literacy. Uy, maraming salamat po sa magandang feedback. Thank you po kay Sir King Lopez and to your wife. Sana po to enrich your financial literacy. Maraming salamat po. I hope you like this video. Leave a thumbs up, and if not, wala namang problema dyan, but continue to support me by subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button sa being subscribe para makareceive kayo ng latest notification sa lahat ng upload ko. Again guys, this is Pat Quinto and you're in Pat Quinto's Review TV. Bye-bye!